Oh, please, Dark Souls. Get full screen. No, it won't let me. No. Get. Take over to full screen. Oh, boy. Yeah, let's just start over. Hello. I'm a bear. And, oh, boy, you're still doing this. Okay, we'll fix you in a second. No. No, PC settings. Not windowed. Give me that borderless full screen. Cool, that'll work. Alright, hi. Hi, my name's Bear. I'm here to show you how to make a shield-only playthrough for Dark Souls. So, Shilildia. It's a girl. You want to do, let's see, someone with the most endurance, the highest possible load. Let's see. It's probably going to end up being the bandit. They got the highest strength too, but they got a pretty wimpy shield to start off with. You know, highest strength and endurance. We can probably get ourselves a better shield. Yeah, let's do the bandit. Get the master's key to start off with. It doesn't matter. We'll make a top heavy character. I don't know how I'm going to make her look. We'll just keep going until I decide to stop right about here. Commoner. Doesn't matter. Pigtails, because those are most ridiculous. And we're going to do like straight up anime hair. So let's customize hair color. Can I speed this up at all? No? Yeah, fuchsia-ish. Sure, that'll work. Oh yeah, let's also make a wild face. Yeah, this is like some weirdo college professor. I give him weak features. Oh yeah, you look like you've got about 12 cats. And no children. Alright, starting this character. Something happened a long time ago and nobody cares. Okay, skip all the cutscenes. We're running. Alright, so the most important thing about our shield hero is that they only use shields. We're going to run through the asylum. And let's drop this. We don't need it anymore. See you later. We'll come back for you never. But yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to run all the way over. We're not going to fight the asylum demon yet. Because if you've ever played Dark Souls, at this rate, if you haven't played this game, I don't know what to tell you. Like, buy it. It's on the cheap. You can probably get it for 20 bucks. Look, there's the asylum demon up there. He's going to drop down and try to bop us with his big old fat ass. Look at that ass. What? Okay, we're out of here. Anyway, yeah, I mean, I could stop at those bonfires, but who cares? Dodge a shield hollow. Now, the cool thing about actually holding a shield, that's my axe, I'm not going to get that. Cool thing about actually holding a shield is you can two-hand it, and you get super strong block. But, yeah, it's not actually that useful, not at the moment. Here's a neat speedrunning trick. If you just stand there and quit the game, when you load back into the game, you destroy walls with your very presence. We killed that guy because he's got juice for us. And cool, we got juice and a key. We're out of here. Watch out for rolling rocks. The Mario game tells us one time, watch out for roll rocks. And if you don't, you get smushed. Alright, so we're using a shield as our main weapon right now. It works against these hollows. These guys are weak. The cool feature is you can block while you attack. And if you decide to do the two-handed attack, you shield and shield and attack at the same time. So it's actually pretty nice to use as a weapon, but you can't do a plunging attack. Oh, yes you can. Nah, it doesn't actually do any damage. I didn't block all that well. Cool thing, I got this juice. Alright, we're just going to try to get through this fight as quickly as we can. Oh, fly with those little tiny wings. How does that thing even get airtime? Yeah, if we tried to do this with just the fist or just the broken sword hilt, this would probably take like an actual like 10 minutes, because you're only doing like 2 damage at a time. I'll take this 30 damage per hit, even if it's not ideal, like to not use a sword. I'd much rather be doing this. And there's a reason why we picked the Master Key for our starting weapon, or our starting gift. And it's pretty much the only starting gift that I use anymore. Because it gives us full-blown access to the whole world of Dark Souls. So the Master Key lets us open up a lot of locks that are, or a lot of locked doors. It's pretty much like a skeleton key for most of Lordran. Alright. Asylum Demon's dead. Give us a big pilgrim's key, so we can go on the Oregon Trail. Pilgrim, pilgrim, pilgrim. So don't mind. We're going to come back to the asylum much later. But for now, we're going to come over here, pick up this little soul. Soul of Lost and Dead. You pop those little souls. If you're not, again, if you're not familiar with Dark Souls, people always call it a hard game. It's not that hard. It just doesn't let you get away with stupid mistakes. Me, I've played it enough times over the years that I've gotten pretty good at it. I don't make a lot of mistakes. But when I do, I'll be sure to cut them out, and you'll never know. Yeah, so the soul of a lost undead that I picked up, those are consumables. Basically, if you go into your inventory, you can use this, and you pop the souls, gives you 200. It's like killing an enemy for free. There are some later on in the game that are several thousand.
Hello there.
This is Petrus.
We are not acquainted. I am Petrus of Thurland. Have you business with us? If not, I'd prefer to keep a distance, if possible.
Petrus doesn't want to be your friend, but if you're just persistent enough,
hello there.
He'll definitely talk to you.
I have requested that we retain our distance, but I also want you to know that it is not meant in ill will.
This guy is a liar.
Take this as a token of peace.
As a token of
Go
peace.
ahead. It's for you.
It's for you. He gave us a bum coin that doesn't even work.
Oh my.
You can't use this.
I have to. So what would?
Okay, so he's waiting for people to show up so that he can go on a journey down into the depths. Or not the depths, the catacombs. So in order to sell us miracles, he's like, no, you got to join my church. So we got to join the church. Only thing we can afford right now is Seek Guidance. This is an online-only dealio where it helps you connect with other players, where you see more messages. Not useful for us. We're playing offline. But I wanted to join this covenant just because. I might use miracles later on. Actually, I guaranteed I will use miracles. Did he give us He didn't. We might. We're gonna jump over here real quick because I need a. I don't need cracked red eye orbs. Those let you invade other players. But I need. Yes, I need this talisman. And since this is a shield only playthrough, I don't need this weapon. See you later. I'll come back for you never. This should be a Homeward Bones, 6 of them, which are very useful. And then here's a Lloyd's Talisman. Not useful for what we're doing. So we're just going to leave it. The Lloyd's Talisman in this game prevents other players. Like if you throw it at a player that's invaded you or something, or if you're an invading player and want to be annoying, you throw that at them. And they're not able to use their Estus Flask, which is their juice. They're not able to actually heal themselves. This skeleton came. He followed us. Now, one of the bad things about using a shield as your weapon, there's no backstabs. And backstabs are like the easily the most overpowered thing about combat in early Dark Souls, especially Dark Souls 1. You know what? Get out of here. I don't want to deal with you. Oh, he blocked it? These skeletons, man. You're not meant to actually fight these in the early game. They put the catacombs right next to Firelink Shrine just to gaslight new players. You're not actually meant to go in there. You're meant to go there, fail, and then return to go back to the Undead Burg. So I found another soul that we can pop later on. Don't worry, we'll be up to some shenanigans with those. Let's see, what's this? Humanity. Now those are important. Humanity in this game is a different type of what do I want to say? A type of resource. You see up in the upper left corner, there's a counter that says 00. That's your humanity counter. Now, in Dark Souls, the more humanity you have, you get special benefits. Particularly, if you have 10 humanity, for each humanity that you have, your item discovery goes up. That means you start getting better guaranteed drops from enemies. So if an enemy is meant to drop like a strong weapon, and you've got 0 humanity, well, compared to 10 humanity, let's do it the other way around. If you have 10 humanity compared to 0, you have a better chance to get that item to drop off of an enemy. So that basically means if you pump your humanity up, you start getting better item drops. That's a S-Stock. I don't want that weapon because I'm using shields. Get out of here. Get in the water. Oh, should I guess I should grab that. There's an item over here that I want to grab. So I'm just equipping. So if you're not familiar with this game, this is your hotbar. Basically, you have 5 item slots you can fulfill. And now you look on the bottom left corner, that bottom window are the items that I've equipped in my hotbar. Now, if I wanted to actually fight, there's some ghosts that are going to be up here, but I can't touch them unless I'm cursed. So I have to put on these gloves. These glove-looking items. I would have to use that in order to fight this ghost in particular. But all I can do right now, like, if I were to try to attack, I wouldn't be able to get a hit in because it would just go through because they're a ghost. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm just going to come over here, grab that item, run away. The homeward bone takes you back to the last bonfire that you sat at. So now I'm back in Firelink Shrine. I'm actually going to go back down now. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to grab that Firekeeper soul, because this lady right here, no response, she cannot speak. If I use a Firekeeper soul, she upgrades my Estus flask, which gives me more healing for every time I use it. So that's a nice like early game buff you can do. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to head down into... I need to bring the elevator back. I'm going to head into the Darkroot Garden. So this is the reason why we got the Homeward Bone. Because it gives us the ability to open up more sections of the game so that we have a little bit more freedom of movement. So I'm going to exit out of here, have that elevator go back up. This is all early game setup. I'm just trying to get all these things taken care of. So use the master key, open up that gate. I can grab that. We're in the Valley of Drakes. This is like a kind of like a connector sort of deal. This area takes you to several different spots in the game. You can go into Blighttown, which was that cave back behind us. You can go into the New Londo Ruins, which we came out of in order to get into the Valley of Drakes. This is an undead dragon. We're not going to mess with him, because if we touch those two items over there, he gets mad. He didn't care about this one so much. Which works out for us, because it's more important to us now than it would be later. The other items that that he gets mad over are the Astora Straight Sword and a Dragon Shield. I forgot what it's called. But they're a couple of decent items. But not useful to us. You gotta watch out for these drakes. These are some of the hardiest enemies in the game. Now, a lot of if you've ever seen a speed run for Dark Souls, wait, where's that door? Oh, there it is. Okay. If you ever see a speed run for Dark Souls, you'll notice a lot of players will go over there, and there's a ladder on the side of that door. Takes you up to the top, it lets you grab an item called the Red Tearstone Ring. What that does is that if your health gets below 20%, you're able to, it gives you a 2 times boost to your damage. So it's actually a really strong item. Lets you make kind of a glass cannon build out of your character. But again, we don't need that right now. We might come back and grab it later. I want to sit down to this bonfire real quick. So we want to come through this cave. There's going to be an enemy to our right hand side who is super dangerous. We want to try to instigate him into falling off this. Whoop. I can't push him. Okay. I'm screwing this fight up. So what I want that Black Knight to do is I want him to fall off the ledge. Let's swap where our shield is. Because I'm going to end up trying to punch him. Don't worry about where I just punched him. Pop! Alright, that didn't work. I'm trying to get him to go off this ledge. Give me his item. Alright, he only gave us a Titanite chunk. So the goal of this trip was to come get the Grass Crest Shield. This shield gives us permanent stamina regeneration. Now, in order to lighten... So, wearing that shield while holding my other shield puts us in the range for medium rolls, which are good. Or they're okay, but I don't want that. So, let's take off our helmet. Now we're back down to skinny rolls or fast rolls. Had to remove some items in order to make my character lighter. I guess I want to grab that soul over there. And this area I usually wait until later to enter into. There's at the end of this ravine, there is a Hydra. You see him right there between the trees. And there's all these golems. These golems are fairly strong. I mean, at least for right now. But the Hydra is the real danger. Because he's going to... You might have heard right there. He just shoots missiles at us constantly. So I don't want to do it. I don't want to deal with that. The Hydra could also kill the golems for us, but I don't want to do that. Up here is going to be a crystal lizard. These guys drop crafting materials or upgrade materials for our weapons. But what they'll do is once they see us, they'll run away. So since he's too dumb to actually run away now, we're just going to beat him up until he drops. Twinkling Titanite. Not insanely useful. He could have dropped like other upgrade materials, like a a chunk of Titanite. Yeah, Titanite chunk. I forgot the word for a second. That would have been more helpful. Now we're entering into the Darkroot Garden. Got these guys here that are pretty annoying overall. They have a grab attack that can actually take off a significant chunk of health. But they're very weak. Unless there's multiples. Yeah, that's that grab. Jeez. Alright, I killed one. These guys usually have a very good rate of dropping helpful items later, like poison. They'll drop these moss grass, where they can rid yourself of poison or bleeding. They didn't drop anything? Lame. Okay, whatever. We're leaving this area for now. Up through the Undead Parish. We're just going to walk past this dude. No interest in fighting him right now. But he drops higher level crafting items, or crafting materials. This is Andre.
You must be a new arrival. I'm Andre of Astora. If you require smithing, then speak to me.
Andre's a good friend.
Don't get yourself.
Don't get yourself. Just leave it like that. Another bonfire we can use. Gonna head this direction real quick. We gotta talk to this guy up here. Sigmire of Katarina. He is the Onion Bro. One of the two most popular characters in the game. He's just sitting here thinking about life.
Oh, forgive me. I was absorbed in thought. I am Siegmeyer of Katerina. Quite honestly, I've run flat up against a wall. Or a gate, I should say. The thing just won't budge, no matter how long I wait. And oh, have I waited. So here I sit, in quite a pickle, weighing my options, so to speak.
So Sigmire, he's a special character. He constantly gets himself into trouble and doesn't do anything to improve his life. He just wants everyone else to take care of his problems for him. Well, he just waits for other people to solve his problems for him. I don't think he's malicious enough to just be lazy and want to do nothing. He's presented as a guy who has good intentions, but he doesn't have the capabilities of actually achieving the goals he sets out for himself. Got some hollow soldiers here. Yeah, this is going to be a lot of the early game. It's just us hitting people with shields. Because they're not very deadly. Not until we get a better shield. Which is going to be torture in its own right. Because in order to get a good shield, we're going to have to jump into those catacombs that I was talking about earlier. With a bunch of skeletons, and we're going to have to go all the way down to the bottom to talk with some skeletons. I had to interrupt his drinking animation before he actually got his health back. Because we're not the only ones who have an Estus flask. I'm gonna fight this big boy here. Oh, you thought you could fight me with shields? I'm the shield king. What are you gonna do? Let's bang our shields together. Now this guy also has an Estus flask that he can use. But he's, you know, using a mace. He's just a big old chunky boy. Oh, so if I hit him twice in succession, it actually stuns him. So there's a value in this game called poise, which determines how determines if you get staggered or not. Come on, dude. He's trying to find an opportunity to drink. I'm not letting him. You don't get your juice if I don't get mine. And I don't need mine right now. Alright, dead. And drop the Titanite shard. Cool. Alright, this is another one of those Firekeeper souls. We can use that in a minute. We're going to head back to Firelink Shrine. This is actually the shortcut back to it. So now that we've taken that long trip, essentially all that I wanted to do was make that long, big old circle so that we can come back to Firelink Shrine. And now we're right back above where we were earlier. Those are the chests that we opened up. I'm gonna hop over here and grab this key. We're not going to head back to the asylum yet. I just wanted a safe path back down to the ground. Parkour! Parkour! Cool. Now that we're back at Firelink, we'll sit down, replenish our health. And we're going to talk to this Firekeeper. Estus Flask +2 is where we're sitting at. And now that, since we took that elevator down, it gives us the opportunity to take it back up. So we can head back into the Undead Parish. And, what do I want to do? Do I want to keep the shield? 62 damage. So no different than the Grasscrest shield. So we can upgrade our shield just a little bit in order to increase its damage output. I think what we need to do, actually, we need to head back in the Dark Route. I think I'm going to go kill the Moonlight Butterfly as my first boss. Typically you don't fight it first, but in this circumstance, I need the Divine Ember that is behind its boss gate. I thought it was going to drop a... How many Titanite shards do I have? Just one. I'm going to need more if I want to upgrade this shield. Andre sells them, but I don't want to buy so many that I run out of... souls. How many souls do I have to use? A pretty decent amount. Okay. Repair my equipment, upgrade my shield. Alright, if I buy 3 more Titanite shards, I can't, they're 800 apiece. Yeah, +4 is fine. +4 should be fine. I'm debating on whether I'm going to be doing bugs and exploits in this run. I want to make it a lot easier and simpler, but I think I shouldn't be exploiting if I'm trying to do a playthrough that is showing people how to do something legit. We're doing a tiny bit more damage. I think what we really need to do is start leveling up. Still no drops. Okay. Get out of here. What I need him to do is get closer to me over here. Boop. 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 Off the ledge. And you're one. You're on top of this rock? Alright. I'm not going to keep fighting these guys. Actually, he's already about half health. Alright, whatever. He's gone. Pushing him off the ledge at this point is a lot easier. I'd rather do that. Grab these souls. A lot of people aren't aware there's a bonfire right here. A lot of times players will leave a message right here, but yeah, that's a hidden wall. It's a fake wall. And later on, we can open up this gate. Right now, we need to buy the key for this door. We would need 30,000 souls. And yeah, I've got 1. So I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm going to leave that item in there for now, because if I do grab it, 3 of those bushmen, not the derogatory term bushmen, but three actual man bushes pop out of there, and they just start hassling me. I gotta take this slow, fight this guy. Oh, you know what? I should probably go back to that bonfire. That means we're gonna have to fight that guy again. But it's not as bad. Look, I might have promised that this was a shield only run, but that doesn't mean that I wouldn't be able to get someone else to help me out. I'm going to switch to okay, so in Dark Souls, if you're not aware, there's 2 forms that the player can take. There's the hollowed form, where you look like a zombie, like this. Or, if you use humanity, you load up your currency. I'm going to pop 2 humanity. You see the number in the top left corner has gone up to 2. That's how many humanity I'm currently holding. Well, I can use a humanity to turn myself back into a human. Ugh, pretty ugly. Then I can kindle the bonfire, which will increase my amount of Estus Flask from 5 to 10. Now, since I already had 10 when I sat down at this bonfire, my Estus didn't go down. But if I would have used all 10 of my Estus drinks and then sat back down at that bonfire, it would be it would only refill to 5 drinks. Well, now that I've upgraded it to a plus 10, or I've upgraded the bonfire by pumping it with the humanity, it is now a bonfire that will provide me 10 Estus flasks. So I'm going to take this path around here. The only person I'll really have to deal with is this armor, or this Stone Guardian. Great, he uses a spell right away. So he uses a spell called Tranquil Walk of Peace. Which basically will make you walk very, very slowly. We can also find and use that spell. It doesn't last like too long, but it can be very annoying, especially when you're dealing with a big boy like this. Normally it's a lot harder to deal with, especially if you're using a character that doesn't use a shield. But we can tank through it until it goes away. And then kill him. For a Stone Guardian, he sure is awful flimsy. Oh, that's got me thinking. There's a armor set up here that I would probably like to use. But I'm going to stick with this armor. Now, the whole reason why I switched to humanity, see you later, was because there's a NPC that I can summon here. Witch Beatrice. Or Beatrice. I don't know how you spell it. I don't know how you pronounce it. Pronunciation was never my strong suit. Alright. So, yeah, I said I'm going to be using shield only. I never said that someone else had to use shields too. So Beatrice is going to come with me. And she's going to be my... I'm going to engage in a Pokemon fight. We're walking into this boss room. in fighting the Moonlight Butterfly. Now, Beatrice can do this all by herself. She doesn't need me. I just need to not die. Of course, this spider shield doesn't have the best magic defense. Oh, there we go. I'm doing 15 damage per hit. Uh-oh. Sure, she took a little bit of damage. But she killed the Moonlight Butterfly. We won the Pokemon battle. Alright. Thanks for your help. Bye. Bye. Alright. Cool. We did that in order to get this. We're going to head up the staircase. And at the top is a blacksmith that's been turned to stone. And he's guarding a divine ember. Now, the reason why that's important is because it will help us get into the catacombs and help us fight the skeletons that are down there. The skeletons in the catacombs, they'll continuously revive themselves unless you kill them with a divine weapon. We're going to turn our spider shield into a divine weapon, imbued with the power of the Holy Spirit. Because skeletons, even though they're in all of our bodies, they're necessarily evil. Why? I don't fucking know. So, yeah, let's get rid of some plant monsters. What are you doing? What? I don't even know how you hit me. No, 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 no. Push, 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 push. Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me, pardon me, pardon me, excuse me. Bye. Let's not alert this one to our presence. Even though we're walking around with these thumping ass feet. Pop. Pop. See you later. Alright, so we're coming out of there with about 12,000 souls. Pretty good. I'll take it. I'm just going to ignore that one altogether. He's going to lose interest in chasing after me in a second. See you later. Now we just got to walk past this guy again. You can't hit me. You're slow and have one leg. Woo. Now Andre's going to notice that we've got the ember. So.
My, that's a rare ember you have there. I've seen one of those before. It's the ember of a divine blacksmith. Might you consider leaving that with me? I could produce divine weapons with a flame such as that.
Yes. You can have it, Andre. He's the only blacksmith that can actually use it anyway. Let's buy 2 more Titanite shards to push our... Oh, we need to buy 1 more. To push our not our grass crest shield, our spider shield to +5. That provides us the modification ability. We need a green Titanite shard. I forgot about that part. Oh god, where do I even get those? Where's a green Titanite shard? Only one I know of is in the caverns, or in the catacombs. The only free one that I can think of. Oh, this is going to suck. Okay. I guess that's going to be what I have to do. I don't remember which enemies actually dropped them. See, we've increased our damage just a little bit, which every little bit counts. We're killing those enemies in 5 hits instead of 7. Just bully them up against the wall. Yeah, I can't think of what enemy drops a green or a green Titanite shard. Why am I forgetting? I'm gonna have to look it up to see if there's any other ones I can get for free. But for now, is this actually a shortcut that I want to use? I might have wanted to stop at Firelink. Doesn't matter, we're down here now, baby. Oh, what we could do, I could just rush. Oh, you know what? I know where I can get them. I'm pretty sure I know where I can get them. Does Vamos sell them? I don't remember. Alright, so I had to do that. I used the contraption in order to prevent the necromancer from hitting me with his fire. And now I'm going to beat him up in the corner. So that I did the save and reload in order to prevent the skeletons from coming down. It resets their aggro. So this is the other way to prevent the skeletons from reviving, is if you kill the necromancer in the area. Alright. So now the skeletons will die once, and then they'll be done. I'm going to sit at this bonfire as a safety bonfire, but ultimately I don't want to... I don't want to hang out down here, and I don't want to sit at any more bonfires in the catacombs. Even though there are 2 other ones. There's another necromancer over there, so he's in control of all these skeletons. No. I gotta go down this way. So I'm just going to ignore all these guys. As difficult as it's going to be. Alright, so reset the skeletons and the necromancer that was chasing me. So that switch turned the bridge. So that's one of the main gimmicks of this area, is that there's a bridge that is that you need to turn in order to get access to these areas. Alright, past him. Don't get hit. Drink. Get out of here. Skedaddle. I'm not going to kill this one, but I am going to reset the skeletons. Sorry, I got to do this in order to get through this area, because I need to drop down. So now we're going to walk off this ledge, land here. Here's a green titanite shard. So that'll get us our... If I was to go back and talk to Andre... And actually, I probably should. I'll start this bonfire, but I won't sit at it. I'm going to actually homeward bone back. Well, let's see if Almost actually has the green titanite chart to sell. Yeah, so we dropped down into his workshop. No, he doesn't have it. Okay, cool. Good to know. So yeah, Vamos is a different blacksmith. He will create fire weapons for us if we want. Alright, homeward bone. We're going to go back to our last bonfire. This one in the beginning of the catacombs. This is a bit slower than I wanted to do, but now we're going to head back to Andre. And then we're not going to sit at a bonfire on the way back to Andre. That way we can just use another homeward bone. Great, skeleton's coming down. See you later. Thanks for jumping. So yeah, we're not going to sit at another bonfire on the way back up there, so we can just use another homeward bone and come back here. This is how you navigate the early game of Dark Souls. Halfway through the game, you get access to an item called the Lord Vessel, which gives you the ability to warp between bonfires, or specific bonfires, not every single one. But until then, we have to do these homeward bone shenanigans. But this is what's necessary for this part of the game. So the whole point, we're going to make ourselves a divine weapon. And then we got to go back down to the catacombs because we need to farm skeleton or bone wheel skeletons in particular to try to get their item. And their item is the bone wheel shield. So it's a very powerful great shield, which has better offensive capabilities than the spider shield. So the spider shield is nice for poison resistance. It's not so great if you want to use it as a weapon. Alright, ignore these bonfires. It's very hard to because I almost always sit at this one. This is a bonfire I go to on a regular basis when I play the game.
Well,
alright, modify my equipment. Make a divine spider shield. Alright. Titanite shard? No. Hold on. Yeah, I need more green titanite shards. Alright, so now we have a divine weapon. Properties of this thing, it is now, it gives 110 holy damage. But if one of those skeletons actually is hit with holy damage if what kills them is holy damage, then they don't revive, even if there's a necromancer in the area. Plus, it has a little bit of magical damage on it, too. Yeah, now it's 52 attack power, plus 2 for the strength scaling, and then plus 63 magic damage. So it is an upgrade. It is slightly stronger than it was before. But now, the main deal is that it will kill skeletons. Ooh. Do I want to... I haven't decided if I'm doing duping yet. I guess we're not going to. Because if I was going to do it, I should have gone back and started duping humanity. So I can get my drop rate up. Well, we're going to try this legitimately. I'm probably going to regret this. Because now we're actually going to have to come down here and sit at the Vamos bonfire. Oh, I should have just homeward boned. Probably still could. Doesn't matter now, we're already on our way. Alright, back down into the catacombs. Alright, well, whatever. Now that we don't have to sit at this bonfire, we can just run straight through. I don't know why my character's screaming like that. Yeah, I guess I should hang out over here. Are you gonna follow me? I don't think he is. Oh, this is sketchy. Oh, cool, I got countered. I didn't think they would counter that move. I don't know why I even attempted. Alright, cool. Let's pop a humanity. That'll refill my health. Plus increase my drop rate. Cool. He didn't shoot that whole time. Let's get him to run away. Skeletons, man. Like, seriously, the most annoying enemy in this game. Alright, now that he's dead, falls apart, he's not coming back. Great. I thought it... Man... Skeletons, man. They're so annoying. Just... They have, like, weird timing on their hits. Great, I gotta go through all that again. You know, maybe I won't kill the necromancer. Maybe I'll just run past everything again. Maybe I'll head straight down to the Vamos bonfire like I wanted to. Alright. Well, I lost my my human form, which is kind of unfortunate. But since I came over here earlier and used the shortcut, and I opened up this doorway, I'm able to come back down here easily. That's not what I wanted to do. Whatever. Well, I'll do the farming I'll do the farming when I'm off this video. But that'll be the end of this first video. Okay? Tune in next time. I'll have the bone wheel shield by then. And I may or may not have duped souls and items in order to make it happen. Okay? Whatever. See you later. Bye.